The bakery that never closed. I moved to a new town last winter, small, sleepy, one main street, 3 traffic lights, and a bakery that never seemed to close. Its sign just said Mara's bread and butter. The first night, I walked home past midnight and saw the lights still on. Flour dust shimmered in the air like snow. A woman stood behind the counter, kneading dough as if she had nowhere else to be. The next morning, I passed again. Same woman. Same motion. Same soft hum through the glass. On my third visit, curiosity beat hesitation. I went in. She looked up with that calm warmth that makes you feel like you've been expected. First time, she said. Sort of. How long have you been open? She smiled. Since yesterday. Yesterday turned out to mean 16 years ago. Her name was Mara. She said she kept the doors open as long as someone might need something warm. I thought it was poetic. Until I realized she meant it literally. At 2 a.m., cab drivers came for coffee. At 4, nurses. By dawn, students with sleepy eyes and folded notes. She never asked names, but somehow remembered them all. One night, I stayed late finishing a report. When I left, snow had buried the street in silence. The bakery was still glowing. I peeked inside, empty tables, one chair turned upside down. Mara was at the oven, humming that same low tune. She saw me, smiled, and said, "Want to learn how to close?" I said, "Sure." She showed me how to wipe the counters, dust the flour, set the loaves for morning. When we finished, she said, "Now you understand why we never really close." A man came in then, old coat, shaking hands. Mara poured him soup without asking. He sat, ate, cried quietly, and left a thank you note written on a napkin. I asked, "You know him?" She said, "No. But I know hunger." Weeks passed. I visited often. One morning, I found the door locked. A sign read, "Gone to rest. The bread will rise again." The next day, the lights were off. The whole town went quiet that night, like it was holding its breath. At sunrise, a few of us gathered at the door. Someone slid a tray of fresh rolls from inside. No one was there. But each loaf had a name burned into the crust, one for every regular. Mine, too. We never saw Mara again. But someone still lights the oven before dawn. The receipts are blank. The shelves refill. And the sign still says open.